Okay, so the last time that our next guest was here with us, he took us on a road trip with his book, Eastern Shore Road Trips, 27 must-visit places on Delmarva, each one photographed by his lovely wife, Jill Jasuda.
Yeah, I still have that on my coffee table. It not only had us itching to hit the road, but it left us waiting for author Jim Duffy to pen another book. And we are so happy to say Jim has delivered, and he joins us this afternoon to discuss his latest book, Tubman Travels 32 Underground Railroad Journeys on Delmarva. I am so glad you're back. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So another adventure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, tell us about it.
We live, we're so lucky to live on an incredible landscape, so full of natural beauty, and in the case of my new book, so full of kind of moving human stories. So, so my book is Tubman Travels, and the focus is on folks who heard a clarion call for a different time, and that would be the clarion call to freedom from slavery.
Okay.
There are 32 stories in this book. Each story is tied to a specific place that you can go visit. I'm not really a heavy historian. I'm more of a storyteller, a reader-friendly storyteller, and I tell 32 different stories about different characters who were here on Delmarva and made their way through Delmarva to freedom, showing great courage and bravery along the way.
So a lot of people know Harriet Tubman and her connection to the area. What do you think is one of the most unknown facts?
Oh gosh, that's a great question. Harriet Tubman is rightly renowned for her cleverness and resourcefulness. She could wear perfect costumes, tell little white lies, find the route that people weren't going to be looking for her and the people she was taking to freedom. And I think if I had to pick a surprise, I would say it's that there were a couple of occasions. One was in Seaford and another was on her very last journey to freedom, where she was out of tricks. She didn't have anything that she could do. She was kind of cornered and she was kind of trapped, and she didn't have any tricks up her sleeve. And so she did what she so often did in her life, which was get down on her knees and pray to God. And there's a little spoiler alert, I guess, but that worked out pretty well for her too.
How about that?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so a lot about Harriet Tubman, but there's a lot of other lesser known figures that you
There is, and also another well-known figure in Frederick Douglass, whose bicentennial is this year. A number of stories of his are in the book, but there are, oh gosh, Harriet Shepard and Isaac Mason and Moses Viney and Thomas Garrett and Samuel Burris and Sam and Emmeline Hawkins. All of these people who really, I think, kind of should be better known perhaps than they are, especially to folks who live here and wander around here a lot.
Okay, so you mentioned Seaford. Name some of the other towns.
Oh gosh, Easton and St. Michael's, of course, and Cambridge, of course, but also Galena, Chestertown, Centerville, Dover, Newcastle, Middletown, Wilmington, Camden, a lot of towns,
Why do you think it's important to share these stories?
You know, we all grow up hearing stories about like Horatio Alger and pulling yourself up by your bootstraps and people starting giant companies in their garage and things like that. And it's great that we all talk about these stories during February and for Black History Month. But there's really sort of an all-American quality to them, because who is pulling themselves more up by their own bootstraps than somebody like Frederick Douglass, teaching himself to read and becoming one of the most famous and accomplished speakers and writers and politicians of his day. There's a universality to these stories that's about courage, faith, and perseverance, and again, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. An all-American quality to it that I think we should celebrate all year, in addition to February.
You have such an incredible knowledge of Delmarva, and tell us about Secrets of the Eastern Shore. That's your website, right?
That is. So Secrets of the Eastern Shore, I tell stories about this spectacular landscape that we live on. A lot of stories from days gone by. I also connect people with various events and fun things going on, as do you guys. So that's up there, and we're actually going to improve it greatly over the next month or two. We're putting on a new platform. We're going to get a lot more stories up there. And there's all kinds of free content up there. You mentioned my wife's photographs. She's a photographer, wonderful photographer of Delmarva, and we have her pictures up there that you can ogle for free, and you can also buy as products. And we do all kinds of things up there. We have a lot of fun.
It's definitely bookmarked on my computer. I go to it often.
That's
absolutely.
Nice to hear.
Okay, so we have to ask, are you working on something now?
oh gosh, right now I am just finding interesting stories and telling interesting stories. I would expect that late this year, early next year, there will be another book out, but I'm not quite sure exactly how that's going to be, other than it's going to be about this spectacular place that we're all lucky enough to call home.
Well, that means you're going to come back and visit us.
Amen.
Right?
I would love to. I would love to.
Done deal.
All right. The book is Tubman Travels 32 Underground Railroad Journeys on Delmarva, and you can read more about it on delmarvalife.com. Author Jim Duffy, thank you. Always a pleasure
Thank you very much.
to have
Really
you
appreciate
here.
it.